Hello, my dear children. Welcome you all to the new lesson. This is a civic lesson from grade 7, and the unit is number 2. It is our society. Right. All the students in grade 7, you are aware of the number of lessons we have to learn. How many number of lessons we have to learn? There are 3 lessons. What are they? They are our family, our society, and our culture. Right. So this lesson, this part, the rights available in the society is coming under the unit 2. That is our society. Right. First of all, let us see what is a society. Yes, according to the unit 1 knowledge, what's a society? Society we can simply explain as a collection of families, right? How do you explain a society, Putala? It's a collection of families. There are a number of families we can see in the society. There are 2 types of families we learned in grade 7 unit 1, and this is the second unit we are learning about the society, right? So in the society we can see some rights. Okay, we can see some rights. So what is a right? Before going to learn these things, let me know what is a right. We can simply say the privileges given by the society, right? The privileges given to a person by the society, right? Those are special things that we receive from the society as human beings, right? So in this lesson, in this video, we are going to learn about the lesson under these categories. So let us see what are they. Number 1, rights available in the society. First of all, we want to see what are the rights in the society. What kind of rights we can see? How can we identify a right? Right? Okay, so then what's the second one? Duties related to the right. But the duties related to the rights mean when we are enjoying a right? We do have rights, so we simply say like we are enjoying rights. Okay, so while we are enjoying rights, we have to fulfill some duties. That is our responsibility, right? That's our responsibility. So that's called duty. Third one is rights of professional. Rights of professional. Now you know what is a right. The privileges given to a person by the society, right? The things received by person from the society. So rights of professionals mean the people who are engaging in occupations. For an example, if it is a teacher, her or his profession is teaching, right? Then we have to talk about child labor, retirement of servants, steps taken by the society to safeguard children and youth and elderly people, right? That means the society has taken some steps to protect the children, protect the youth generation, protect the elderly people. Those things we have to consider in this lesson. Finally, different laws in our society and their influence to safeguard children and elders. So what kind of laws we can see, right? What kind of laws we can see in order to protect our rights, right? In order to safeguard children, in order to safeguard elders, right? So these things we have to consider step by step in this video, right? I hope you will enjoy the lesson. So let's continue the lesson like this. What are rights? So first of all, when I was explaining the introduction, in the introduction I told you about the right. So what are rights actually? Yes, you can see the definition there. The entitlements given to a person to spend a meaningful life. What is a life and the difference between life and the meaningful life? Meaningful mean there is a meaning to the life, right? When you are living, so there should be the meaning of living, right? So why do we learn? Why do we go to school? To learn. So there is a meaning of that. So likewise, to spend a meaningful, to spend a valuable life, we should all have rights. So those things we call rights. Okay. The entitlements, I'm again explaining, the entitlements given to a person to spend a meaningful life is called right. So this will be a very simple definition for you. You can easily keep in your mind, remember the definition. So let's again tell the entitlements given to a person to spend a meaningful life, that is called rights. Okay, so you can see some different colorful things can see here. Child rights, rights of professionals, civil rights, political rights, right? So these are called the types of rights. Okay, what do we call types of right? But apart from these rights, there are another types of right. Okay, but according to your lesson, according to your syllabus, so we have to cover up to these 4 types of rights. Okay, what are they? Child right, rights of professional, civil rights, and political right. Child right mean now you all know you are a child. Why you say like that? Since you are under 18 years old. Most of you are watching this video are under 18 years old because still you are schooling, right? A child mean a person who is below 18 years old. So these people also have some set of rights. Okay, we can discuss more in grade 8. There is a part called child right. So up to now you have to know there is a set of child rights, so that's enough. Next one is rights of professional mean, I told you early, the people who engage in occupations, right? They have their own rights. For an example, to earn a reasonable salary, right? To get leaves. So those are rights of the professionals. But in your textbook says about mainly discussed in civil rights and political rights, right? Your textbook says the differences and different types of rights according to their civil rights and political right. Okay, so I will tell you simply what is a civil right and what's a political right. Okay, so civil right means we all have wherever you go. Okay, whether you are under 18 or below 18, right? So as human being we have common rights. What are they? Right to live. So to right to live is not, there is no age strict. Okay? There is no any kind of age limits that you can live. So you have right to live until you die. Okay, and right to education. There is no age difference or age. There is a compulsory age. Okay, that means you have to get the education, that is must. But right mean that is that something you are given. Okay, so you have right to education. Okay, you can right to you have right to believe or follow any religion, right? Those are rights we enjoy as human beings, as all the citizens can experience wherever you go. Whether you are in other country, you can have this right, right? But political right means that is something different. Why it is that? The political right, sometimes there are some age limits for some requirements. For an example, getting the vote or participation for the election. So can you participate for the election? Can you get the votes from the people? No, you can't get. For the election I'm talking about, not the competitions. I'm talking about the election. You can't go because still you are under 18 years old. You can't get the membership of a political party. Why? Because you haven't completed your age limit. So to do something, sometime the political right requires the citizenships too, right? So you can't go to another country and cast your vote, right? Only in Sri Lanka you can do that. Likewise, there are some requirements. There are lots of requirements when it comes to the political rights. But civil rights, they are given all the people, everybody in the society, right? So that was very simple definition. With that simple definition about all the rights, let's move to the next one. Features of right. Now we have to see what are the features, what kind of features we can see in the right. What are the features as you can see in the screen? Closely related to the well-being of the society. That means, Pute, the rights are given on behalf of the well-being, right? The rights are given on behalf of the well-being of the society, right? For the betterment of the people. Next one is restricted. Some rights are limited. Those are limited. That means some special group of people can achieve those things. Okay, so though you have right to express your views, express your ideas, there are some limits when you are talking, right? So that's called the restricted. Next one is free from selfishness. The right is there's no selfishness in the right. Next one, closely related to the duties. That means when you are enjoying the rights, definitely you have to follow a duty. That's called closely related to the duties. Next one is inherited from the society itself. That means, Pute, where these rights are coming from? The rights are coming from the society itself. So who invented rights? Obviously, rights were invented by the people from early age. Okay, not yesterday or not last year or not 10 years ago. That was started years ago by man itself, right? So those are called the basic features of right. Okay, so what are the things that we have already discussed right now? Up to now, we have discussed about what is a right. We have discussed about types of rights, and we have discussed about the feature of right. Then I told you about the civil rights and political rights. So easily we can say the civil rights and political rights like this: right to live, right to education, right to follow any religion or a faith, right to expression, right to employment, equality, right to live in a place of preference. That means we all have right to live wherever we like. But in the political right, they are different. Casting votes, getting votes, joining any political party, electing for the government, criticizing the government, right? Holding the government post. Criticizing means we can criticize, we can explain, we can give our rejects, we can reject the government. Okay, we can say the bad qualities. If they have the bad qualities, we can express, we can say, right? So that is called political rights that we have. Holding government post, doing government engaging in government jobs, also a political right. Okay, post, not a job, it's a post, right? Okay, so I told you the rights are always rights and duty is an always like a two sides of the same coin, two side of a same coin. That means one side we can see right. When there is a right, definitely that right is born with the duty. If for an example, if it is education, you have duty to learn well. When we follow any religion as a right, but we should not harass other religions. And when we are expressing our ideas, expressing views, that's our right. But we have to remember, we should not speak to when hurting others. Living, we all have right to live. And how do we live? How should we live? We have to live without bothering others. That means without disturbing others, we have to live, right? So that is the thing that we have to learn so far in this lesson. What we have discussed, we explain about what is a right, types of right, and the qualities, features of right, and rights and duties, and also civil rights and political rights. Okay, so in the next video, I hope to discuss about the rights of professionals. So I hope you will join for the next episode. Please join, and thank you very much for watching this video.